All right, lunch, critical meal that should not be overlooked. Andrea's back with us again. Thanks so much for coming in. It's interesting because breakfast does get a lot of spin, especially in health news and stuff, saying, hey, you gotta have breakfast. So we've been doing that for the past few years, talking the importance of it, but now maybe lunch isn't getting the attention it deserves.
I absolutely think lunch is equally important to breakfast because it's the time when we've got to be energetic, we're focused, we're thinking, and productivity as, you know, a working person, that is the key time of the day when we need to be on.
And we get those hits at like 2 or 3 o'clock, people start to feel a little bit down, and maybe lunch could be a big key in that. What are some of the mistakes people are making, or more importantly, what are the things people need to do to make it work?
Sure, you know, I thought about what are the most common lunch packing mistakes, and the first off is not packing a lunch altogether.
Guilty.
And certainly there are healthy eating out options, but what I find is often just packing something simple tends to be better, to at least have a backup. Even if you've planned to eat out, you know, sometimes things happen and you don't end up getting lunch at all. So having some quick backups is really key. Second lunch packing mistake is waiting until the morning to decide.
Yes, guilty.
You know, and we all are, let's face it. But when we think about when is our most creative time of the day and when do we have, you know, very little time to be thinking about making a balanced lunch, it's certainly not in the morning.
So no, you're rushed. There's a lot of pressure on people to be thinking, what am I going to eat? Forget it, I'll grab something when I'm out on the road.
Absolutely. So I really try to get people thinking about when you're cleaning up your supper, think about lunch. It'll just save you that crisis time in the morning.
So you brought in some examples of sort of how to get us through the day. Take us through sort of your step-by-step process here for people.
Sure, and before I do, I want to mention number 3.
Oh, yes.
People are like, what's number 3? Third sort of piece is missing key ingredients in your lunch. So when you're thinking about a lunch, and we'll go through some examples here, first off, we want a grain or a starch. Second, we want a fruit and or a veggie. Third, we want some protein, which is going to sustain energy and fullness. Those are the 3 keys that we got to have there.
And you've got some examples here of that, starting with what maybe is sort of a leftover
Yeah, and people would say, oh my gosh, that would take so long to make. Well, the grilled asparagus and potatoes here are left over from my dinner. While I was, you know, cleaning up the supper piece, the hard-boiled eggs got thrown into the pot, and those last a week in your fridge. So hard-cooked eggs, great option. And then, you know, the lettuce, throw it in a container. You know, even better, leave a bottle of salad dressing in the fridge at work. You don't even have to think about packing that. I love kiwis. You cut them in half, eat it with a spoon. Simple.
That's easy. And you're getting energy from that as well.
You got it.
You got a gluten-free aspect, a lunch option as well?
Absolutely. So many people have, the most common food intolerances we have are gluten intolerance and lactose intolerance. What I brought in is a gluten-free bread. The Udi's brand is great. Pizza sauce, ham, a little bit of pineapple on there. Grill it. You can eat those cold.
And generally, this isn't time-consuming too, right? Like these
you
are,
could make
again...
up like 6 of those at once,
right.
And then you got lunch for a few days.
And if it was dinner last night, even more so.
Even better.
I like the look of the quesadilla. What's going on over there?
Absolutely. Quesadilla, again, one of our favorite, easiest, simplest, fast supper meals. Why not just, you know, throw an extra one in
I
the
can't
pan?
cook and I can do that.
Lunch done again. So all you need, obviously, some wraps, black beans, little salsa, peppers. You know, you can put anything in there. You could do brie and blue cheese.
That'd be good.
Quesadilla.
I like what's going on here. This is what Suzanne Fox's lunch looks like. This is exactly, she always has like, little bits of everything. And that looks really, I don't know if I could survive off of this, but this is what Suzanne eats.
So, and again, especially if you've got picky eaters in the house or you're not big on sandwiches and things, you might try something a little bit more of a bento style box where you just put little containers of stuff.
It looks really light.
You know what? Actually, it's not bad.
No, it's got some...
The nuts are dense. We've got cheese crackers, some fruits, veggies, equally good. You know, give it a shot.
Now, if people didn't write down everything that you just said, there is a way for them to take another look at this, right?
You got it. So on my website, healthstandnutrition.com, I've posted a blog post. If you want to download a couple of recipes or read a little bit more about lunches, get some new ideas, you can visit the website.
No, it's always great when you come in because I like your perspective. It does keep it easy for people like me and other people out there. If you're just busy, this is a simple way to get something healthy and something you can take to work. And
people get intimidated, but it really actually didn't take me too long to put together 4 lunches here.
Very cool. Thanks so much for your time again. Much more still ahead. When we come back, well, we got to talk more about Rob Ford. This time he makes an appearance